Hi, I'm Tina from Beltree, and this is the Singing for Self-Care videos part 2, where we're going to sing together. Hopefully you've already followed the warm-up videos where we did some breathing exercises and some vocal warm-ups and feel ready to do some singing now. You could take part in this by sitting as we were previously, or you could stand up, you could even lie down, however you feel comfortable. I hope you enjoy it. So we're going to start by singing the same thing. I'm going to play some chords on the guitar and I'm going to sing some notes, and I'm inviting you to sing the same notes with me to match what I'm singing as closely as you can. So try to match the pitch, the length of the note, even the tone, the way it sounds, the volume. Don't worry, of course, if you can't do those things, but it's something to aim for. Okay, let's try it. In this next part, I'm asking you to try singing a harmony to my voice. So I'll do something very similar to what I've just done, but instead of singing the same note as me, you're going to be trying a different note and see how it sounds with mine. So you could sing single notes, or you could try some short runs up and down, anything really. It's very experimental and there's no right or wrong. Okay, let's try it. Don't forget to breathe. And finally, I'd like to try a simple improvisation exercise. It's in a question-answer format, so I will play something very similar again, but I'll sing a short melodic phrase and leave a gap. And if you could respond to my phrase, either by singing the same thing back or changing it to make your own melody, that's the idea. So we have a musical conversation. Okay, let's try. So we've come to the end of singing together. I really hope you enjoyed it. You might just want to check in now with how you're feeling, see if you're feeling any different now to how you were at the beginning, especially if you managed to do both the warm-ups and the singing together. And I would recommend that you try these every day for a few days and see if it makes any difference to your sense of well-being. Thank you very much. Bye.